As I sit in the cafe of the station of reckoning, I meet the painter who is giving birth to the color red and appointing the color the job of blood warning and agitation. But red is traveling, and red is growing into a soft sea green, and color cannot match the painter's expectations of purpose. The painter is placing disappointment between the light and the life of color. The beauty of what is being blocked by the painter, causing the light to cry out to the painter, "Get out of the way! You have no right to appropriate my color just because I loaned it to you." The painter is accusing the color of disappointing him. But eventually, the painter will get out of the way and give birth to a different color, only to go through this futile cycle again. One day, the painter may stop this cycle of futility. On that day, he will illuminate himself as an artist, an enlightened reflection of being. Art doesn't give rise to anything in us that isn't already there. It simply stirs our curious consciousness and sparks a fire that illuminates who we have always wanted to be. My life will not be spent as the Satan, the accuser finger-pointer, yelling on the talk shows of my hollow radio vacuum of purpose advertisement for a money-making scheme of shallow expectation, appointment, misappropriation, and disappointment in that cycle called futility. I left that insanity on the steps of institutional thinking, and now I try to stand above the ground that moves like a conveyor belt, with its unexpected rocks, bumps, and ups and downs on the hills of whatever comes. I've traveled these many roads, but end up back at the train station where I was dropped before birth. Now, with my guitar in hand and a poet's pen, I work at what is above the ground and wait for the train of my name that goes on down the tunnel to the light at the end. I am randomly walking around the station lobby. I'm seeing a fighter whose favorite colors are black and blue. He's starting to speak to me with both feet placed in an aggressive stand on the ground. He is proactively moving around disappointments and shattered glass in the rough roads of his neighborhood. He begins to explain to me that a boxer who plays by strategy gets knocked down, but a fighter who prepares his mind and body and then lives in the moment has the best chance of staying awake the longest. Expectation will interfere with the fighter's ability to see what is actually coming at him. I see that we're all like fighters in this life. We're trying to get through another round of disappointments before our train comes around the curve. The only way I know to avoid disappointments is to work on the game above the ground, which is only ours to work on. I must walk on these public roads of potholes, speed traps, and crazy drivers. They are roads I need to experience, but I usually have no control over that terrain. The private roads are above ground. They are mine to discover with no regrets.